Charlie? Charlie too? Where is everybody? I guess I'll summon another zombie. Abracadabra, skibbity boo. Let's summon a pretty zombie this time. Woohoo! When a man loves a zombie. Hello, I'm going to call you Charlene. All right, you stay right here, Charlene. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take my little red pill. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Burns! What up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Today we're going to be doing a light green zombie recipe. And for these colors, all these colors, to achieve such an effect, I'm only going to be doing the skin. The rest of the zombie you'll have to paint on your own, but the skin recipe for this zombie is a base coat of iron rack skin. Then we're going to shade with a Chthonian camo shade right there, and then we're going to highlight with deepkin flesh. Very simple, very effective, beautiful looking zombie. Stay tuned. All right, the first color we're going to use is an iron rack skin base. I've noticed with the iron rack deepkin colors, they're pretty similar to the rack art flesh and natural skin tones that I like to use, but they are a little bit more, it's like a little green to them, a sickly green, like a nurgling green. So we're just going to get all of the skin tones of this model. All right, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to be painting in the other colors, which you will see some tutorials on for doing those separate bits coming up. Our second color, our wash color, is going to be a Chthonian camo shade. So we're going to be painting this directly onto all of the skin areas. And the Chthonian camo shade is this beautiful green brown color. Really dirty looking. I haven't really used it in much. I haven't found an application for it, but this color scheme is perfect for it. If you're painting just sickly green zombies, where the skin is pale but just a little bit green. Face is going to be the best part of this model. Such a gross, disgusting looking face. In my how to paint a zombie tongue tutorial, I painted the tongue blue, but since I went with the blue outfit for her, I decided to go with the more traditional purplish red, and it's basically Gall Vorback red for the tongue. It's the only color. I might highlight it up later with some corn red, but I don't want it to look too red. I want it to look a little bit purplish black. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a night and come back and then get to work on the highlights. Remember, when you're painting on your wash, it's very easy to go overboard, paint on too much and leave too much in the recesses, especially in the eyes and in the areas where the wash is gonna sink down from gravity. So just make sure you dab it away. Take a look at your model before you set it on the shelf. Make sure you're happy with any of the shadows that are created and that the pools aren't too large that you can't, that they don't become unmanageable later on when you have to fix the mistakes. All right, we've let our model sit overnight. It looks fantastic. I've kept building up the base colors. And now we're gonna go back to painting the model back up to its base color of iron rack skin. So here she is. Oh, she looks great, doesn't she? She looks so beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing is just highlighting the areas that would normally be catching the most light. And I want to make this color look like it's stretching the skin, like the skin is dry and stretched out. So I'm going to be doing like thin lines and trying as much as possible to keep the paint off of the deeper recesses. If you're doing like a highlight color like this, then you really want to do straight thin lines that lead to a point. So in this case, like the thumb, the knuckles, try to leave some of her hand still shaded. And as you turn your model around, you can find the elbow there, the back of the hand. This is my favorite part. I don't know why, like painting the arms of zombies, I find it super rewarding. It feels really good. It feels like you're really creating this effect of stretched out, just withered skin. I felt that way with the Frankenstein one. Especially when you're doing these weird, uncommon colors. This green skin here. All right, and the final area of this iron wax skin is of course going to be the face. And this particular model, you see, your mileage is going to vary depending on what your faces look like. So before you paint the skin on, you want to make sure you know, okay, where's the highlight color going to sit? See a little bit of shade here that dried on the surface of the arm, which is not what we want. So I'm going to be adding a little bit more paint here to even it out. Happy little mistakes. All right, so looking at your model, you want to see, okay, down by the jawline, this is a nice natural area where we could build up some highlights. Then you see the shadow that's right under the cheek. We're going to leave that there. We're going to hit the cheek, hit the nose. And I took some black paint and I just painted inside the eye sockets just to give a frame of reference to what the eyes are supposed to be looking like. All right, there you go. And then you can add just a little spot of color to her collarbone, her chest area, and all of that seems to be covered by her hair and her dress. But and like I said, your mileage will vary completely differently. If you're doing a male zombie with the skin color, if you're doing one that's bent over. Okay, now we're gonna do deepkin flesh because he's got that coffin lid on the back. It all depends on what you're working on. Right, deepkin flesh is the brighter one, so we want to be very careful. And taking a look at the highlights, wow, it looks pretty good. Everything looks like it's coming along. So I'm just gonna lightly touch this iron wax skin. And I'm gonna create the illusion of super fine stretch marks as the zombie is moving around and doing things it really shouldn't be doing since it's dead. Skin is naturally gonna stretch because it's no longer pumping fresh blood to keep it soft and supple. It's creating these weird looking stretch marks that are eventually just going to tear as the zombie continues to use its physical self. That's when all the dried, dusty guts are going to spill out. It's going to be hobbling across the floor, all of its intestines trailing behind it. Oh, master. Yes, Igor. You make me long for the old days. Back when I was a young crypt ghoul. And I'd be running around the graveyards, digging up bodies, and just having such a grand old time. Oh, I miss those days, and I'm stuck behind a stupid camera editing your videos. Hello, All right. Igor, why don't you step outside, get a breath of fresh air. Whew, it's hot in here. I think I'll do that, Master. I hear there's another new stray cat in the neighborhood. I'm gonna see if you'll like to be my friend. Just painting these thin little lines. Okay, now we're gonna get onto the face. Every time you get onto the face, I like to wash my brush, make sure it's completely fresh. It doesn't have any old paint that's drying on the bristles. Get a little bit more, put it on your wet palette, soften it up. And the face is really like it's your trademark as a painter. You know what I mean? You don't want to leave it as too much of an afterthought. Even if you're a fast painter, you're trying to get everything done quickly, the face is naturally what people are going to want to look at, draw their attention to your work. So you can take a little bit more time. All that's going to do is make you feel better about yourself. Take an extra minute to make sure that all the teeth are individually colored and that the skin of the head is suitably stretched over the skull. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna finish the model off and then we're gonna wrap up the video. All right, players, so that's it. I just cleaned up the rest of the colors. I added some black to the base so you can see the contrast between the model and the base, and she's looking terrific. So this little zombie recipe I think would look great in any shambling horde, and I think ranked up next to some other suitably spooky looking zombies, it looks really nice. There's that one with the darker green, and then there's this one with the more of a flesh tone. Yeah, some variety in your zombie horde, guys. Just paint them up all different and then put them on the table and they'll just look fantastic together. Like a rotting bag of Skittles shambling towards the enemy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to pick up your own box of Deadwalker Zombies for the Soulblight Gravelords, I've got an affiliate link down below in the description. If you do decide to purchase one, it will be helping out Warboss Tay Studios, so I thank you for that. And you'll also be getting a discount as well. You buy them $60 for retail and you get a nice $9 discount. So save some money and go out and get yourself something nice. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to support the studio, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. You know the thing. Ring the bell so that you can be notified of all my future videos, and then get on the Discord so that you can hang out with our super cool Discord community. We're knee deep in the summer painting challenge right now, and I have a feeling I'm going to be painting up a couple more zombies to join the ranks, just to show you guys how they would look, besides some disgusting other zombies. And you can also follow along my Cadia Stands project over there as well on the Discord or here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.